Get your ego in check. All you actors, get your egos in check. And yeah, I'm going to call out actors who have way too big of an ego.
My guess is she's not going to bring him because he's almost more disliked than she is, and that her promo game is just to pretend that she's really scared of the public now, when she was the person who initially wanted all of this to be publicized because she was so confident in her power and her husband's power.
Did Scarlett Johansson just detonate a Hollywood truth bomb, exposing a secret Marvel deal involving Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds that you absolutely won't believe? For years, a low hum of discontent has vibrated beneath the glossy surface of Hollywood. Whispers, hushed conversations in dimly lit industry parties, and anonymous posts on fan forums have hinted at a tiered system within Marvel Studios. Rumors of unequal pay, whispers of preferential treatment for certain stars, and a nagging suspicion that the playing field isn't as level as it appears. Now, that hum is amplifying into a deafening roar, threatening to shatter the carefully constructed image of Marvel's superhero family. And at the epicenter of this potential earthquake, none other than Black Widow herself, Scarlett Johansson.
I'm telling you, it's more than just a little, oh, she's annoying. You're clearly unnerved. You didn't even need to respond. It's like, it's kind of, I wasn't that surprised that Ryan wasn't there. It wasn't his movie.
The unease started subtly, almost imperceptibly. It wasn't a dramatic announcement or a leaked memo, but rather a series of carefully worded, seemingly offhand comments. Scarlett Johansson, a veteran of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and a fan favorite, began to pepper her interviews with intriguing asides. She spoke of the intricacies of studio negotiations, the unseen forces at play behind blockbuster deals, and the sometimes opaque nature of Hollywood power dynamics. Initially, these remarks seemed like standard celebrity commentary on the business side of show business, but for eagle-eyed fans and industry insiders, these breadcrumbs hinted at something more substantial, a deeper dissatisfaction simmering beneath the surface. The speculation began to percolate online, with fans dissecting every word, every nuance, wondering, was Scarlett hinting at a larger, more controversial truth lurking within the House of Mouse?
Several other actors attended premieres at South by without their spouses or significant others. I mean, one, why are you responding?
Blake Lively apparently fought for top billing in this film. And these are things that we don't even consider as the public, but even when you see a movie poster, that's a fight between people of who's going to be on the movie poster, who's going to be presented as a star of this film.
Then the subtle hints morphed into something more direct, albeit still shrouded in a veil of celebrity diplomacy. Scarlett's comments became less about general industry practices and more focused, pointedly referencing specific situations and contractual discrepancies. She spoke of unfair advantages and deals that raise eyebrows, always careful to avoid naming names directly, yet the implication hung heavy in the air. It was a masterclass in strategic ambiguity, a way to ignite a firestorm of speculation without making outright accusations that could trigger legal repercussions. The internet detectives went into overdrive, poring over past interviews, comparing contracts, and searching for any clue that could decipher Scarlett's cryptic pronouncements. The question wasn't if something was amiss, but what exactly Scarlett was trying to reveal. And then the alleged bombshell dropped. The whispers transformed into shouts as purported leaked documents and insider testimonies began to circulate across the digital landscape. These supposed receipts, attributed to anonymous sources claiming close proximity to Johansson and her team, painted a stark and potentially damaging picture of preferential treatment within Marvel Studios. The documents, presented as screenshots of emails and snippets of contract language, detailed specific clauses and financial arrangements that suggested a two-tiered system. The names repeatedly surfacing in connection with these preferential deals? Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. These alleged receipts hinted at sweetheart deals, back-end profits, and spin-off opportunities allegedly promised to Lively and Reynolds, but seemingly not extended to other actors of comparable stature and contribution within the MCU. The implication was clear. Had Blake and Ryan been unfairly elevated within the Marvel hierarchy, benefiting from deals that bypassed standard protocols and disadvantaged other performers?
I stand by my report, and be prepared. Don't be mad at the messenger that I told you Anna Kendrick's not very nice either. Blake attended with her cast and filmmakers and had a great time. Several other actors attended premieres at South by without their spouses or significant others.
Looking back through the lens of these alleged revelations, the career trajectories of Scarlett Johansson, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds within the Marvel Universe take on a new and potentially controversial dimension. Scarlett, a seasoned actress who demonstrably earned her stripes through years of consistent critical acclaim and box office success, carved her path to Marvel stardom through unwavering dedication and a string of powerful performances as Black Widow. In contrast, while undeniably talented and popular, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' integration into the superhero world, particularly within the MCU's interconnected narrative, felt different. Their roles, while celebrated by many, seemed to arrive with a different kind of fanfare, a different level of studio backing. Were they fast-tracked into prime positions? Were opportunities, particularly lucrative back-end deals and spin-off considerations, proactively presented to them, while other actors who had invested years into building the Marvel franchise were forced to navigate a more traditional and potentially less rewarding path? This perceived disparity, amplified by the alleged receipts, ignited a firestorm of questions about fairness, favoritism, and the inner workings of Hollywood's biggest machine.
It was weird that Ryan was there and it ends with us. If he shows up to every one of our movies that has nothing to do with, I think it would be worse reaction. I do.
The digital realm erupted into a chaotic battleground. Fan forums transformed into ideological war zones. Hashtags like #MarvelScam, #ScarlettExposed, and #JusticeForJohansson began trending globally, dominating social media feeds and news cycles. A significant portion of the Marvel fanbase, already primed by years of online discourse about pay disparity and representation in Hollywood, felt vindicated in their long-held suspicions about industry favoritism. They rallied behind Scarlett, seeing her as a whistleblower exposing a corrupt system. Conversely, a vocal contingent fiercely defended Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, dismissing the allegations as sour grapes and manufactured drama orchestrated by a disgruntled former star. Accusations flew in both directions, friendships were fractured, and the once unified Marvel fandom splintered into warring factions. The online atmosphere crackled with raw emotion, outrage, and fervent debate, turning a celebrity rumor into a full-blown social media meltdown.
Did Ryan Reynolds ditch Blake Lively at the premiere of Another Simple Favor to save his own career?
They will prepare for that a million different ways. They will tell journalists what they can and cannot ask. Her PR firm will only walk her up to certain friendly journalists.
In the eye of this unfolding storm, Marvel Studios adopted a predictable yet telling strategy: absolute silence. Official channels remained conspicuously mute, no press releases, no carefully crafted statements, no damage control. Behind the scenes, however, the legal machinery undoubtedly whirred into motion, lawyers strategizing, PR teams assessing the fallout, and executives undoubtedly weighing the potential damage to their carefully curated brand image. This calculated indifference, this wall of silence, spoke volumes to many observers. To some, it suggested a tacit admission of guilt, a fear of further fueling the fire with a clumsy denial. To others, it represented the cold, corporate calculation of a media behemoth, confident in its power to weather any storm of public opinion. The question on everyone's mind: would this silence be interpreted as weakness, emboldening further leaks and accusations? Or would it prove to be a strategic maneuver, allowing the controversy to eventually dissipate under the relentless churn of the 24-hour news cycle? Could legal action be on the horizon? Were careers hanging in the balance? The power dynamics at play were immense, and the stakes for all parties involved were undeniably stratospheric. This wasn't merely celebrity gossip, it was a potential expose of the inner workings of the most powerful entertainment machine on the planet.
Insiders are spilling on the real reason why Ryan Reynolds left Blake Lively alone on the red carpet amid the Anna Kendrick beef, and it's all about money.
Beyond the fan frenzy and Marvel's official silence, a different kind of reaction was brewing within the industry itself. Anonymous sources speaking to various Hollywood trades and gossip blogs under the cloak of confidentiality began to weigh in, adding fuel to the already raging fire. Some insiders corroborated the allegations, whispering about a long-standing boys' club mentality within Marvel, where certain favored stars, often those with pre-existing relationships or specific demographics, received preferential treatment in contract negotiations and opportunity allocation. Others, however, vehemently denied the existence of any such scam, dismissing the claims as disgruntled actor posturing and emphasizing the competitive nature of Hollywood contracts, arguing that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds simply negotiated shrewdly and secured favorable deals, as is their right. This behind-the-scenes industry chatter, though unverifiable and often contradictory, added a layer of perceived legitimacy to the unfolding drama, suggesting that Scarlett's alleged expose had struck a nerve within the very heart of Hollywood power structures. The question became, would these whispers behind closed doors eventually translate into public statements or even concrete action from within the industry?
Blake Lively's done awful things to Justin and needs to pay the price in court. We'll find it out. But what I'm trying to warn you is, apparently Anna's no angel either.
As the controversy intensified, speculation began to shift beyond mere financial compensation and delve into the potential deeper implications of the alleged Marvel scam. Was it solely about unequal paychecks, or did the preferential treatment extend to other, perhaps even more valuable aspects of a Marvel actor's career? Whispers circulated about guaranteed spin-off series promised to Lively and Reynolds, projects allegedly greenlit before they even officially donned superhero costumes. Rumors emerged of unprecedented creative control granted to these favored stars, influencing storylines and character arcs in ways unheard of for other Marvel performers. And perhaps most significantly, speculation arose about the promise of long-term franchise security, with whispers of multi-picture deals and guaranteed future roles within the ever-expanding Marvel multiverse, effectively securing Lively and Reynolds' positions within the superhero pantheon for years to come, while other actors faced the constant uncertainty of contract renewals and character fates. This expanded definition of the scam, encompassing not just financial gain but also creative influence and long-term career stability, painted an even more concerning picture of potential favoritism and systemic inequality within Marvel Studios.
So I can't fault him for not showing up. The fact that he's responding is interesting. It shows they're paying attention and they're unnerved.
Looking beyond the immediate social media storm and the potential legal ramifications, the Scarlett Johansson Blake Lively Ryan Reynolds Marvel scam allegations raised profound questions about the long-term future of the MCU and the broader power dynamics within Hollywood itself. Could this controversy tarnish Marvel's carefully crafted image as a progressive and equitable studio, potentially impacting fan perception and future box office performance? Could it trigger a wider reckoning within Hollywood regarding pay disparity and preferential treatment, forcing studios to reevaluate their contract negotiation practices and address systemic inequalities? And perhaps most significantly, could this alleged expose empower other actors not just within Marvel but across the industry to speak out against perceived unfairness and demand greater transparency and equity in their own deals? The unfolding drama, whether rooted in verifiable truth or elaborate fabrication, had undeniably opened Pandora's box, unleashing a torrent of questions and anxieties about power, fairness, and the very soul of Hollywood. The repercussions, whatever they may be, were poised to resonate far beyond the confines of superhero cinema, potentially reshaping the landscape of the entertainment industry for years to come. But for now, the truth remains elusive, shrouded in speculation, whispers, and the deafening silence of a studio giant caught in the crosshairs. What do you think the ultimate outcome will be? Share your predictions in the comments below. The conversation is just getting started.